moment. Next up is Valentina. Valentina is from Chile, and she's founder of Amuji Chile, an organization that offers free talks and workshops by girls, for girls, to empower female youth. Valentina, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Anil. I don't know if it's, oh my God. Hola. English isn't my native language, so I'm gonna do my best so you can understand me well. And this is a challenge for me, but I like to practice. My name is Valentina, and here I want to talk to you about feminism as a digital defense weapon. For you to know, Steminism is the intersection about feminism and STEM that are the initials for science, technology, engineering, and math. And I want to start with this question. How would you describe your work in one sentence? Answer to yourself and think about it, because the answer of someone 10 years ago changed my life. During a cyber attack, I had the opportunity to ask to a programmer what was he doing, and he answered that he was saving the world. And I was like, oh my God, that is as important work. I want to do that. I want to save the world. And I went to this question: why do we do science and technology? Are we doing science and technology to save the world? And I found out that I loved programming, that it's like the machine's language. And I started at the age of 12 to learn how to program. And I think that this is what I want to do my whole life. I love it. And also my first year of university. And now I can say that I'm a programmer. And when I was like 14, I was also a member of the first female team to become international robotics champion. We were the first, and I was like, how we are the first on it was like 2018. So for me, it was so recent. I was shocked. And like being a woman in the world of programming, I heard a lot of things. And as programming is a man's thing, uh, you are the only one doing this kind of things. And my favorite, so cute what you're doing, but come back with a degree at last. It's like being a girl in programming is a bad thing. It is insecure for us. So I want to break the myth to you. Programming isn't a man's thing. Programming was created by a woman, Ada Lovelace. The first universal programming language, that is called COBOL, was created by a woman, Grace Hooper, and the basis for creating the Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth was laid by Heidi Lamar, a woman again. And the so cute what you doing but come back with the degree is a myth also, because Heidi Lamar, Wi-Fi voice runner, had an artistic career as an actress, uh, not as a full-time scientist. And Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard to found Microsoft. And there are a lot of other college dropouts like Michael Dell, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Larry Ellison. So we cannot say that having a degree is going to give you success. Success. I think. Oh, I don't know if I can. Yes. So with all of this, I found out that being a woman doing science and technology is insecure. This is what we're talking about. And there are a lot of challenges to do what we dream about, our will being a girl doing science and technology, it is secure for every one of us. It is in Latin America, it is in Europe, it is in Africa, it is everywhere. And these are the three things I think are the biggest challenges to that work. The first one is the digital gap, that we, the women, are the most group not digitally literate in the world. And the the second one is that we're doing unhuman science and technology, because it seems like we can talk about gender, we can talk about poverty, we can talk about policy, etc. When we're talking about science and technology, we're like making this an unhuman topic. We forget that we're human doing science and technology. And the last one are the references. There is not much academic material regarding Steminism. We don't have where to learn about it, where to read about it. This is an important digital defense weapon, as I said at the start. Where are the references to use this weapon? And since I was a child, I always been interested about science, but people used to say to me, "Are you interested about policy?" When I talk, and I always like, yeah, of course. Aren't you interested in policy? We should all be interested in policy, and it is like we forget that science shouldn't be the opposite of policy. It is a complement. We need to connect what we love with the world we dream about. Why we do not use science to make a better policy? This is why I say that I'm more than a programmer. I'm a STEMinist activist. And when I was like 15 or 16, I don't remember, with two friends, I founded the Association of Young Women for Ideas, AMUHI, ONG, that today comes with more than 120 volunteers around Latin America, and with some volunteers on Europe and Africa too. So this is not AMUHI Chile anymore, with AMUHI ONG, so global. And I also fight to establish the voices of girls and adolescents in public policies. I was the past year with 18 years recognized as the youngest programmer to contribute on the construction of the first national artificial intelligence policy in Chile, with the collaboration of UNICEF. And also, this year, I'm an ambassador of the gender equality policy in science and technology, with the collaboration of Science Ministry. And this is a message I want you to take. Go to the action through our patience, because for me it is programming, but STEM is a magical and big world. You can love a lot of things about STEM. So to start individual action, I think that we need to get involved as young women in STEM on the construction of public policies and politize the STEM movement. Don't be afraid about politics. We need it as a space work for our social fights. We need the science and technology to be human again, and see it as a way to equality. And to the collective action, we need to educate children and teenagers about digital rights and digital literacy, how to use correctly our digital media and technologies, and with an emphasis on gender perspective of history. We need to no more Matildas, no more Ada Lovelace. We need to stop thinking that programming is a man's thing when history says it isn't. And this is to ending This is a friendly reminder that we are not just women doing science and technology. We need to be feminists doing science and technology. It's not the same because it is political too. So from now on, I want you to call yourself that you are feminist, that you are fighting through your patience to make a better world, that you want to connect with each other, with other girls in the world or ICT and the world in STEM. This is how you're going to use feminism as a digital defense weapon. Thank you very much. And I invite you to connect on social media. I also use the word social media with awareness. I think that we that have internet, that have social media, we need to be respectful with this. So use this with awareness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Valentina, for your meaningful introduction and your presence today. And thank you all for these really inspiring inputs.